What's up, everybody? It's Doc Pharrell, and you already know what time it is. I told you I was going to hit y'all with a banger that likely was going to run up 600%, and I'm here to talk about it right now. And the stock I'm talking about is none other than the most magical place in the world, and that's Disney. Ticker symbol DIS, okay? Me and my family, we did the 401k play challenge, right? For those that have been rocking with me since January, you already know what that's about. We dollar cost average in to two stocks. We chose Disney and we chose SoFi, right? We ran Disney from $97 all the way to $122. I took that money and I took my family to Disney. And that was the plan from the jump. And we still are holding our SoFi shares because we already know what's going on with SoFi. But we're here to talk about Disney. Disney has earnings coming up November 14th in the pre-market, okay, before open. So what is your boy looking to do? I'm looking to hop in to some call options. I'm going to be looking to DCA into those options between opening on Tuesday going into Wednesday night before close, so I can hop on this train on the way up, hopefully come Thursday. I believe the 14th, yep, it's Thursday. Okay, so here's what I got. So first I'm going to get into some information as far as what makes Disney look promising. Then we're going to hop into the technicals. And some of you have already seen these charts because I already talked about it before, but we're going to talk about it again. Let's get into it. The bad snap. Anyway, Disney recently reported some promising developments that could bolster the investor confidence ahead of the earnings coming up November 14th, all right? Its streaming division has seen progress with Disney Plus reducing its losses significantly. We've seen that in the last earnings report, okay? Disney also announced a new password sharing crackdown, which I've already experienced. I share my Disney Plus with other people, like my brother, and it's a no-go sometimes between that and Hulu because they're the same service. But it's similar to what Netflix did, which helped improve the profitability of the streaming category for Disney. All right. Additionally, Disney has highlighted upcoming releases such as Moana, the sequel. Okay, so there's a lot of high-profile movies, not to mention the new Captain America movie, and then the entire Marvel Avengers franchise and those stages that are coming out pretty soon. Okay, so absolutely insane what's coming on. A lot of things that are going on with Disney that people aren't talking about is that now I've seen it where you are able to rent movies beyond the service, right? Beyond what's like provided by Disney. And then you're starting to see more commercials and some other things. So they're monetizing this platform a little bit more, and you're starting to see more rated R, more mature content on Disney Plus too, just that, so it can diversify its audience. So Disney Plus is doing everything it can to bolster that streaming service. Keep in mind that this has been the number one piece of the puzzle for Disney that investors have been waiting for them to elevate, because it's the one piece of their puzzle that can take their stock to the next level. Okay, everybody already knows about the theme parks. They know about the cruise lines. They know about the franchises. But not to mention, recently there's been an announcement of joint sports streaming with ESPN, Fox, Warner Brothers, likely to launch within the next year and targeting a wider consumer base on top of that. Okay, so Disney's recent moves are just part of a broader strategy to streamline their operations and reduce costs. Okay, between the content that they're coming out with and the technology they ultimately are investing in, I think these are all great things that's going to just ultimately boost consumer sentiment, right? So I've always been a big Disney believer, and it's one of those stocks I just don't see as going anywhere. I feel like Disney's too big to fail. And if you have been in Disney parks as recent as I have been, you know they're still making money hand over fist, right? It's absolutely insane the prices that people are still willing to pay to attend these parks. and buy these accessories and buy these experiences overall. I paid $300+ a kid just to give them a bibbity bobbity boutique experience, so my kids can be Disney princesses as they frolic through the park, right? Crazy. And people didn't care if it was going to rain that day. Like, the experience was everything. When I tell you that they make your experience and just everything is just perfect, like, everything was amazing. Like, Disney is on a whole nother level, and I just think that they're just gonna crush it, just like they did the last time we did this, right before Disney hit $97. So before last earnings, I had identified that Disney, if we've seen $97, I want to say it was 97.81. If we found support above 97.81, that I'm going to start dollar cost averaging into Disney. So what happened was is that we got to the point where we were seeing that level, right? Let me make sure that my numbers are accurate here. Yes. Yeah, so we started to float between 96 and 97. So once we consolidated there, because we bumped up and then we found support and it just range bound going into earnings, I hopped in and I told everybody about it. And sure enough, the moment the earnings dropped, Disney gapped up from, what was this, 96 to 99.16, and then from there it gapped all the way up immediately after earnings to 106.58. Insane. Okay, I feel like Disney is on the way to do that again. Why do I think that way? Well, I'm talking to you like this right now, but I'm going to be popping up a chart or something here. I got to figure out how to mesh my technology because I'm somewhere else. Okay, so recently, of course, we already know we have the news stuff going on with the presidential election, and just in all these other things that are going on that's boosting the stock market overall, right? So Disney went from sitting at about $95, and it's been on an ascending line, in an ascending channel. So it's been in a bullish trend for a while now. Since it dropped at $84, it's been on a gradual stair climb up. But now, once it toed the line here at $95, it jumped up and gapped up to 97.90, hitting my target, which was to find support over 97.81. So that was my prompt to look for calls. However, I missed my boat ever so slightly by $2. So now I have to wait for the market to open on Tuesday and then hope that it retraces, hit my level, so I can dollar cost average into this stock as we head into earnings. But what do I seeing here? I am seeing a lot of bullish strength here. And at the moment, we're consolidating. And then there's also this level of indecision at where it currently sits. So I am hoping and assuming that Disney is going to float within between 99.56 and 97.81 until we hit earnings, which is November 14th pre-market. Okay, so right now Disney's estimated earnings is $1.10. Okay, for the EPS, and then the revenue is estimated for be at $22.47 billion. I think we crush it. I think we crush every metric. I'm assuming that Disney's going to triple beat. I know that the debt that they have with the streaming service, I think is going to be vastly reduced. And I think the forward guidance of Disney is what is going to take it over the edge. Before I said, man, I'm not sure if Disney will ever get back to the all-time highs. And all-time highs for Disney was, let me just double check this, was $200. Okay. We have not gotten there, but I think with what I know now, I think there's a strong possibility that we do. Okay. So with this next rally, I do foresee, if everything pans out the way that I think it will, I do see Disney running up to $128.68. Okay, that will be over the next 2 months. I feel like we're going to get a nice bump here, and I think we're probably going to rally to about 109, consolidate a little bit, and then we're going to do that going into the Christmas rally, and then go crazy and head up to that 128. Really test what I'm seeing as an ascending line of resistance. If you zoom out to the 3 months, you'll see what I see. And I'm going to show you on the chart either which way. Okay. But I feel like that's where we're at. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But that's what I'm doing. Following this clip, you're going to see what my options trades breakdown looks like as far as what I'm looking at, what I'm looking to get in, and what my take profit targets are. Outside of that, this is Stocks for Real. Take care.